I hate when a guy asks, like, oh my gosh, like, how long was the previous guy before we started dating? Like, how do you explain to him that it was like the day before, the hour before we met?
Yeah, I'm not kidding, guys, when I say that these went monkey brunch the same day. They'll be with one person, and they'll switch on to shaking up with some other dude the very same day. It could be hours. Oh, what's this, guys? TikTok providing us with the mini games, with the puzzles. Oh, I'll get it right, you bastards. Let's go. What's this? A pina colada? If you like pina colada. There we go. I'm gonna hit it, guys. Wow. First try, eh? First try. Jeez, I'm awesome. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the desert, guys. Hope you're all having a good day. Now, let's move on to some other unhappy women we have lined up for you. And then we have a brilliant article story. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And now, let's get started.
Gone like, okay, is it just me? Or has the world gone like completely mad? Like, I'm a single mum. I'm looking for my guy. And I just genuinely feel like there's no hope anymore. Like, I just can't do the dating apps anymore. I can't, like, the energy is just like so off. Now, please do not come in the comments and say like, oh, you gotta match energy when you love yourself. I love myself. I have a great life. I'm just looking forward to, you know, meeting my guy.
Wait. Are you telling me that you love yourself, but that doesn't translate automatically to guys also loving yourself? But gentlemen, I thought that that was the infallible formula. You know, you have all these one on TikTok saying when you love yourself, you attract other people who they'll automatically love you. You're a magnet for chads. You know, when you love yourself, you change the energy, the vibration, and all these things. But this woman has tried it. She has tried to love herself, yet it still turns out that nobody wants her because she's a single mother up into her 30s. Wow. You heard it here first, guys. It's not a formula that always works. Okay.
Meeting my match. I've been single 3.5 years. I've done a lot of self-healing. I've done a lot of self-work. And maybe it's just timing. I don't know, but it's like someone throw me a freaking bone here. Like, how are you meeting people? How are you meeting decent people? Right, okay, come and tell me in the comments. How did you meet your person? How? Like, in recent history. Like, don't give me a story from like 20 years ago. Like,
I mean, just remember how you met your ex-husband, the one whom you divorced because you thought the grass was greener. Just recall that one. You were able to do it once, you know?
World has changed. I was in a 10.5-year relationship. Coming out of that 10.5-year relationship, the dating world, 1, I'm 10.5 years older, 2, I've got kids, 3, the world is just different. Like, tell me, how are we meeting decent people in 2025? I need to know.
Now wait, aren't you gonna mention why you broke up with the last guy? Notice how they never do, guys, because there is no reason. I kid you not, there is no reason. And now don't get me wrong, I know a couple of single mothers who I consider them to be right, and I consider they should have gotten a divorce, okay? A couple of them. But the fact is, guys, most women who get divorced and become either divorcees or single moms, yeah, they have no reason. The reason is, the spark was not there anymore, and that's pretty much it. The reason is they thought they can get better. And now, well, here we are, alone. The grass wasn't greener, in fact, and we have to deal with the consequences of our own actions, and we pretty much don't like it, so we gotta go rant on TikTok. Fantastic to see. Can you picture the ex-husband watching this? Just having a laugh? Okay, but let's move on to another one, guys.
Your person yet? Did you ever consider that if you haven't found your person yet, maybe that literally means you're meant to have more experiences? Maybe it's not that you're sad about not being in a relationship. Maybe it's your soul telling you there's more to be done right now. More to experience, more people to meet. So instead of just being sad about, seeing everyone else around you coupling up and feeling like you're the only one, maybe start asking yourself what you might do next. And instead of focusing all your energy on what you don't have, you start putting yourself out there for all that life has to offer. And I bet you that right when we're in the middle of doing all this, that's when we meet them. Put yourself out there, go do the thing that you've always wanted to do, read the book, go to the place, try the food, try the sport, try the hobby. Just do something. Stop sitting there and wishing that you had someone. Because I bet you're wishing you had someone to make you feel all the things that you thought you always wanted to feel. And in reality, we have that ability within ourselves. I love you. Bye.
Oh, she loves you guys. I got a bit romantic. I'm blushing. Well, I'm gonna pretend like I'm a guy who hasn't been around the block for more than 2 days. Oh, Hidan, what does she mean with experiences? What is she talking about? Is she talking about climbing Mount Everest? Is she talking about going on a trip to get to know the culture of another civilization? No, guys, no. She's talking about Chad's wiener. That's what it boils down to. Whenever I hear experiences, getting to know myself, all this lingo, yeah, it just means increasing her body count. Now, I will have no issue with these women staying single and, working on themselves, working on their hobbies, reading books and all that. But gentlemen, let's not pretend that these women are celibate while they do that. And what they think is, oh, I'm going to be chasing Chad, I'm going to be riding the carousel, and while I'm doing that, the magical man with self-respect who is a 10 out of 10 will find his way to me. Can you imagine how backwards that is? These women get on a train that is in the opposite direction of their destination, and they say to themselves, while I'm on this train riding a bunch of bananas, I'm somehow going to get to the point that I want to be, even though I'm in a train that's going the literal opposite 180 degrees direction. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to me. But now, guys, let's move on to the last one.
Just for video.
And I hate how TikTok autoplays them just the moment I switch the tab. But anyway.
Where I'm at in my life right now, just for video diary purposes so I can look back on it, I'm 26 right now, and I think I'm fairly certain that I don't like the idea of sharing my life with a companion, with a male partner. I really don't see that. I think about it and I lie in bed awake at night really stressing out and getting heart palpitations over coming home every single day and there's just a guy there every single day and he's like, how was your day? Every day of my life. I don't know, making decisions and decorating a place and sharing my space and making every single decision and factoring that person in. It keeps me awake at night. At the age of 26, I'm stressed about this future, but I also lie in bed awake at night thinking about, if I don't get married, I think I will be okay, but who will crack my back every single night? That is something I do need. That is an absolute need, is I need my back to be cracked every night. Good. I need someone to get on my back and press down and crack. And I really lie in bed awake at night and I'm like,
oh, I'll crack your back, you little bit. No. They're beyond saving, guys, is the point here. It's over, guys. It's over. Too indoctrinated, too brainwashed, too far beyond saving these women. But hey, if you want to get your money wasted and your children taken away and your home taken away, you can you can take them, guys. No, nobody's stopping you. You can absolutely get your life ruined. If that's what you want, the opportunities are vast. Let me just say it that way. But guys, let's move on now to our article story that is titled, in his profile he wrote, not interested in dating anyone with kids, but then on the date I found out that he himself has kids. Well, let's learn more about the audacity of this man. So yeah, this happened. The title says pretty much everything. I don't have kids and exclusively date men who don't. So based on this sentence in his profile, I thought he didn't have kids either. We met up, had coffee and had a chat. He said that previously he dated a single mother. In his words, she had shared custody, though, and it wasn't for him because he likes how childless women have more time to work out and spend time with him. Okay, I already got a bit of an icky feeling then based on this comment. But then this dude goes on to confess that he has 2 kids himself. Okay, so this man says, I don't want a single mother because she doesn't have time to me, and I want her to work out, and that gives her the ick, you know, like, ugh, you disgusting pig, you like women who are in shape and have time for you instead of taking care of the children of another man? Ew, you know, disgusting. That's the reaction that she gets. I love how guys will have literally the most reasonable standards, and it gives women the ick, guys. I swear. Then he said he didn't want to tell about it right away because we should get to know each other first. I am just tired. Why do some people think that they can set certain rules for others that they're not willing to fulfill themselves? Shaking my head. Well, fucking well. So you hate people who set rules that they themselves are not willing to fulfill? What do you mean? Like women wanting to date 6'4" men when they are 5'3"? Is that what you mean? Or women wanting men with 6-digit salaries when they are earning like the you know, salary of a McDonald's cashier? Is that what you're referencing? Or women who want men who have a future, but they are women who have a terrible past? Is that what you mean? You 304? Yeah, I also hate it, you know? It's not the first time I've encountered this either. In some cases, some guys have met up with only want to date women who work out a lot, only to find out they themselves don't work out. Some want a woman who doesn't do hookups, but then have themselves hooked up with everyone else around the town. Is this really common? How do I avoid these people? Edit. Thanks for the comments. I understand we may sometimes have preferences that are not applicable to ourselves. I prefer someone who's not in my own field of work, for example, not for financial reasons, but I guess I've always been more into creative guys than STEM guys. We're all entitled to our preferences. I just find it deceptive to lie, and his reasons for wanting a child-free woman, in my opinion, are gross. It's gross, guys. It's disgusting that a man would want to not be with a single mother. You know, it's beyond comprehension. No, for this woman, it's gross, guys. It's like touching a dead carcass. Like, you don't want to take care of another man's child? Now, don't get me wrong. I think that people should apply to a certain degree what they're looking for in themselves, right? I've said this on the channel. For me, it's absolutely clownish to expect a woman to be a virgin when a guy has been, as this woman says, with everyone else around the town. I find out to be pretty clownish. I think that if you want the traditional Christian woman who has never been with a guy, you can't be a player, right? I don't think that a traditional woman who values the intimacy and wants to have a future with a decent man would want to be with a bad boy who has taken multiple women to bed, right? I found that very reasonable. So I do get this woman to a certain point, but I just find it funny how women are the first ones who don't apply this rule to their lives. Like, women are the ones who get with a man who, well, they want to get with a man who meets like this long ass list of criteria when they have nothing to show for. You know, that a bit ironic if you ask me. But guys, let's move on to another one that is not so much about advice, but rather about being funny. Is it wrong for a guy to ditch a woman in the middle of nowhere? I went on a date today and he wanted to hook up in the car. I said no because I was super uncomfortable and he got super angry. He ditched me in the middle of nowhere when he knew I didn't have a car or any way to get back home. I asked him nicely to take me back, but he just said, well, I don't feel comfortable taking you back. And I know he did it to get back at me for not having S3X with him. Well, I don't condone this behavior, guys. I think it's wrong, but you can't take away from it that it's absolutely hilarious. This man just... Oh, you're not willing to hook up with me? You don't feel comfortable hooking up with me? Well, I don't feel comfortable taking you back either. No, I don't condone this, guys. I don't condone this. Very immature, very childish. But what can I say, guys? It's just a bit funny to see women from time to time getting owned at their own game. Not this woman in particular, maybe, but women in general are behaving like absolute assholes in the dating scene. So it's quite hilarious, right? To see them tasting a bit of their own medicine. And if it was a woman, guys, people will be saying, oh, you're not entitled to drive him back. That's your car. That's your body. You're not entitled to take him back. Okay, well, technically he wasn't, he didn't have the, what do you call it, guys? I swear, if I knew English better. He doesn't have the, jeez. Okay, you know what, guys? We're just gonna end the video. I made a fool of myself. You are the commentary for this article, okay? Like and subscribe, guys, if you want my English to improve. I'll just go straight to have an English lesson because I suck. But hey, you can go to my channel, guys. The special 20,000 subscribers video is up. It's scheduled for tomorrow at the time of posting, and I advise you go and check it out. It'll be live. You can watch it together. I'll be watching it. And hey, guys, I hope you enjoy it. A lot of creators there are multiple guests, shall I say, on this video, so I think you'll really like it, guys. But now, I'll leave you off here. See you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.